YouTube. It's preparing to stream live. We see that little note up at the
Yeah.
So my screen says I'm preparing. No, thanks. There we go. So.
And you put in a YouTube channel where you post this services.
I just put in the church YouTube channel.
Right.
And how do I turn? I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm just muttering. It says live on YouTube. I don't know if it says the same thing for you.
It does, and I see the YouTube channel. Can you go to the church YouTube page and you'll see it also?
I was just starting to do that, yes. Let's see.
You should see it streaming live there. So anybody who comes to our YouTube page presumably could see this.
Now the general page, I usually go to St. Paul's United Methodist Church playlist, I would think. Oh, wrong St. Paul's.
I don't have the address there. Hang on.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Oh, I see us. That must be the one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Think.
You're seeing you and me right now?
Oh, wrong St. Paul's. A really bad lag, like minute.
I don't have the address there. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yes, and they say that there'll be a lag.
Oh, I see us. That must be the one.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. If you turn off your volume on that. You and me right now?
Oh, wrong St. Paul's.
There we go. Yep.
A really bad lag, like minute.
I don't have the address there. Hang on.
Yeah.
If you click on the mute on the YouTube page.
Oh, I see us. That must be the one.
Yeah. Then you can see your image without hearing us. If you turn off your volume on that, you and me right now?
Oh, wrong St. Paul's. Settings.
There we go. Yep.
A really bad lag, like minute.
I don't have the address there. Hang on.
Yeah. I don't know how to turn off
on the
volume
YouTube page.
on the YouTube.
Go on your YouTube page, hover over the video, and you'll see on the bottom the little speaker.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
And you just mute that.
Okay.
That leaves then just the two of us here.
Yeah.
And we don't hear what's going on there. So we
had to pick one.
Yeah.
Like your lips aren't even moving.
No, it's the voice, it matches, right? So I'm gonna turn that down. So it does match our talking. It's just there's the delay between what we're doing here and when it gets there.
What I see on my screen is the YouTube channel and you're frozen. You haven't moved in a few minutes.
So let's get Glenn. Let me get it on my phone and hand it to Glenn in another room. How about that?
Right, and see what he sees. Because on the Zoom piece, there's no lag whatsoever.
Right. But they say for it to get the signal to get from us to Zoom, from Zoom to YouTube, from YouTube out, that article I read says we're going to experience a lag. Okay.
It looks frozen to me.
But that's because we have the sound off, I think. Hang on, I'm going to hand this to Glenn. Glenn?
No, you still look frozen.
She's not gonna hear you because you're on YouTube. You can only watch. So you can text me. Tell me if it's frozen. Tell me. Glenn is in the living room with my phone. I don't think it's frozen. I think that if we're sitting still and not talking, it looks frozen. Oh, you turned off your mic, so I can't hear you. Your Zoom mic. There you go.
That was my question. So I wanted to see if you could hear me on YouTube. So YouTube is just output mode only from you.
So of course, I can't talk to Glenn. Glenn, you're going to be a little bit behind us, but you can't text me because you have my phone. You could stick your head in the door to tell me what you're hearing.
We're completely frozen. It hasn't moved since I said that before. And
Okay,
is it
mine is moving perfectly. So I
interesting?
think
No,
that's your computer can't handle both streams.
that's interesting.
I've just turned the volume up a little so you can hear it in the background, I think. Here he is.
Mine is,
Are you freezing?
am I freezing? No, but there's a big delay of many seconds.
From here, but it doesn't sound delayed if you don't know what we're doing in here. Right? You're not having freezing in your video. You're not having,
Correct.
it feels like it's just live stream.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's like live streaming, but it's delayed by like 30 seconds.
yeah. There's a 30-second delay, but he's got a live stream.
I don't. I'm frozen.
That's
Oh, wait, maybe
interesting.
I'm on pause. I was on pause. That's why.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good reason. Okay. Okay, so now I probably have the same as Glenn.
Probably. And as he said, it's about a 30-second delay is what he's seeing.
It looks funny to me because your lips are moving and not matching your words.
You mean here? So the words that you're hearing right here don't match. Are they matching in the YouTube? That match?
I guess you have to mute on the Zoom so I can tell which I'm hearing you from, yeah?
No, because your Zoom is live, but your YouTube is muted, but here. Yeah, that wouldn't, you're right, never mind. You'd have to turn on your YouTube volume to see if the words are matching.
See on my screen is the YouTube channel and you're frozen. You haven't moved in a few minutes. That's ancient history. I said that a long time ago.
So let's get Glenn. Did you back up in your YouTube and hand it to Glenn in another room? How about that?
Right, and see what he sees. Because on the Zoom piece, there's no lag whatsoever.
Right. But they say it for I think you backed up somehow. From us to Zoom. But is the sound matching what you're seeing? YouTube out. That article I read says we're going to experience a lag. Okay, my head may now explode because you're at one space, he's at another, we're at another. But that's because we have the sound off. You can give that back to me, thank you. I'm going to hand this to Glenn. We're going to experience a lag. Thank you. Okay, my head may now explode. All right, Glenn.
No, you still look frozen.
Can you refresh your YouTube page?
I was just thinking it's very strange because, yes, you're right, that I should be up there. Let me, advanced, no, that'll go to the next.
She's not gonna. Just refresh, do the little. It feels like it's just live stream.
I don't know which is the refresh button.
On the top of your YouTube page,
Okay, so now I probably have the same as Glenn.
there's the arrow that points back, there's an arrow pointing forward, and there's an arrow that goes in a circle. And then there's the little
It
house.
looks funny to me because your lips are moving and not
You
matching.
don't have that on
You're
your
right.
iPad.
You mean here?
Your
The words that you're hearing right here don't
is the
match.
YouTube
Are they
on what
matching
instrument?
in the YouTube?
It's hard for me to tell. I'm hearing like both. I think now I'm up to speed with, no, I'm not.
You're watching the YouTube on what
That article I read says
computer? What?
going to experience a lag.
It's a Surface 7.
Okay, my head may now explode. You're at one
Okay.
space, he's at another.
Why don't you go
You're at
out of
another,
YouTube and then go back
hold
in?
the sound off. You can give that back to me, thank you.
I think I'm gonna do what you just said. I'm gonna close out of the YouTube and come back.
Yeah.
Okay, my head may now explode.
Then hopefully when you come back, it would be live, which is just the minor delay.
He's at another.
Why don't you go out of YouTube and then go back in?
Sound off. You can give that back to me, thank you.
I think I'm gonna do what you just said. I'm gonna close out of the YouTube and come back.
Yeah.
Okay, my head.
So it's still playing old YouTube information for me.
Well, it's not going to be exactly with us. It's going to be older.
YouTube, it's preparing
Because there is
to
the
stream
delay.
live. We see that little note up at the.
Yeah,
So my screen says I'm preparing. No, thanks. There we go. So
and you put in a YouTube channel where you post this services,
I just put in the church YouTube
right?
channel. And how do I,
See, I
You're
keep
at a-
hearing,
Go ahead.
I pause myself now on YouTube and I keep hearing our previous conversations over and over again.
That was the conversation we just had a few minutes ago. That's after you went back out. No?
Oh, no.
Because you said, I'm going to close out and come back in.
No, I think I'm hearing,
Well, when you pause it, you put yourself behind where the live stream is.
right. And I couldn't find any way to like catch up. over there.
Okay. So as long as it's running contiguously though, it allows, we don't have to worry about that because somebody coming in on YouTube is not coming in on Zoom.
Right.
So YouTube gives a separate channel for people if they don't want to be seen Zooming. Now, what I do see is that people's names indeed are there. So if they're live on YouTube, it is visible.
To you, I don't see that.
You don't see the name St. Paul's on my face and Kathy on yours?
Oh, yes, you're right. I do. You're right.
Yeah.
I do.
And I don't know that there's any way to record to YouTube. We can live stream to YouTube, but we can't record.